5 signs she wants you sexually. When a woman wants you sexually, she will usually give you certain signs to show it. Yet, every woman is different. Not every woman will give the same signs at the same time. So, before I get into the 5 signs that a woman wants you sexually, I have to tell you something very important first. Even if a woman wants you sexually and is hoping to hook up with you and have sex, she will often go without sex altogether, rather than being the one who has to make the first move and make it all happen. There are 4 main reasons why a woman will do that. She doesn't want to seem too sexually aggressive, she wants to seem ladylike. She doesn't want to put herself out there and get rejected. She wants to test your confidence to see how confident you really are. Are you confident enough to make a move even though she's not making obvious first moves? She wants to test your interest level. Regarding number 4, in many cases, you will be interacting with a woman, feeling sexually attracted to her and wanting something to happen. But she won't always know that. Not every woman that you meet is confident in herself and believes that every man wants to have sex with her. Sometimes you'll be interacting with a woman and you will find her attractive. But she'll be thinking things like, is he just flirting with me for fun? Is he just trying to get me interested and then he's going to lose interest? Is he just being friendly? If I show sexual interest, is he going to reject me? Does he have other girls that are interested in him? Is he actually attracted to me in a sexual way? So, sometimes when you're interacting with a woman, she will be sexually interested in you. But it won't seem very obvious. She will be holding back a bit because she wants to see what your interest level is like. Are you going to continue interacting with her and trying to get the interaction to a kiss and sex? Or are you going to give up if she seems like she's not openly interested in getting to a kiss and sex? Okay, so now that that's clear, let's get into the 5 signs that she wants you sexually. 1. She fidgets in a girly way. She fidgets in a girly way. When a woman is interacting with a guy who is making her feel sexually attracted and turned on, she will unconsciously start to show signs of sexual interest. One of those is to fidget in a girly way. She'll start playing with her hair. Or if she has a necklace, she'll start playing with her necklace. She'll be doing girly things like that. What you may have noticed is that guys don't play with their hair in a girly way, i.e., twirling it around their finger, continually stroking it up and down, and guys don't play with their necklace in a girly way either. Watch the video for examples. It's a girly way to fidget, and what it shows is that she is feeling girly and feminine in comparison to your masculinity in that moment. You're making her feel attracted and turned on, and in most cases, without any conscious effort on her part, she starts to fidget like a girl. She starts to react like that. It's sort of like when you see naked women and you unconsciously just start to bone up. It just starts to happen. It's an automatic reaction. Likewise, when you're kissing a woman and making out with her, she automatically starts to get wet, she starts to get turned on. The same with girly fidgeting. If you're interacting with a woman and she is fidgeting in a girly way when she's interacting with you, it's almost always an unconscious signal from her that shows you that she is feeling sexually attracted and turned on by you. For example, another bit of unconscious girly fidgeting, when a woman is feeling turned on, is when she puts her finger to her mouth, or puts her finger on her tooth. A woman will sometimes do that when she's thinking about doing something with her mouth in regards to you. So, whether that be kissing you or putting something of yours inside her mouth. 2. She gets very close when talking to you. With this one, I'll give you a personal example of something that happened to me. I was at a friend's party and there was a girl there that I was attracted to. But I didn't want anything to do with because she already had a boyfriend. Her boyfriend was my friend's brother. So, I just wanted to talk to her in a friendly way. But there was clearly a spark between her and I. As we were talking, I was just trying to be friendly and keep things platonic and neutral. But she was clearly attracted, and one of the ways that I could tell that was that she was getting very close to me as we talked. I noticed she was doing that and I stepped back. I didn't want to be standing too close to her. Because that just wouldn't be cool with her boyfriend there, and as I said, I didn't want to do anything with her. But when I stepped back, she would step forward, and that kept happening. No matter how much I stepped back, she kept stepping forward. There was constant eye contact from her. She was sometimes biting her bottom lip and at times slowly running her fingers across her cleavage to bring my attention towards her cleavage. I didn't look. I didn't want to have that type of interaction with her. By the way, to get out of that interaction, I eventually said to her, "Hey, great chatting to you. I'm going to head over and talk to some friends over there for now. But maybe talk to you later." Got out of that interaction. Went over and talked to some friends, and about half an hour later, met some new girls that were actually single and ended up hooking up with one of them. So, it was a good night. Okay, so with the sign of a woman getting very close to you, it's important to look at that sign in combination with other signs of sexual interest. A woman sitting next to you, talking to you and being very close doesn't always mean that she wants you sexually if she just shows that sign of interest. If she's just talking to you in a friendly way or in a professional way and she's very close to you, it doesn't mean that she wants to take her panties down, spread her legs and get you to stick it in. So, it's always best to look for multiple signals. Look for a combination of signals that a woman is giving you. On that note, sign number 3. She touches you often and seems to enjoy it. If a woman is turned off by a guy, she will completely avoid touching him altogether. If a woman sees a guy as a friend, she may touch him, but it will just be in a friendly way, like a pat on the shoulder, a pat on the leg, and there won't be any sexual undertones or sexual vibes that come along with it. It will just be a friendly pat on the shoulder, or a friendly pat on the leg, or even a friendly hug. But it won't be sexual. On the other hand, if a woman is sexually attracted and turned on by you, then in many cases, when she touches you, she will seem to enjoy it. She will touch you and she'll give your arm a bit of a squeeze. Or she'll touch your leg and give it a bit of a squeeze, and she'll be smiling and she will seem to be excited about the fact that she's touching you. If you're talking face to face, you tell a joke and she starts laughing. She may show her sexual interest by touching you on the chest. She might give it a bit of a caress. Or if you're sitting next to her, she might put her hand on your chest and give it a bit of a caress once again. But it's important to understand that sometimes a woman will do that when she just sees the guy as a friend. To tell if she wants you sexually, you just have to pay attention to how she behaves around other guys. If she touches every guy on the chest and caresses every guy's chest, then it doesn't mean anything for you. Or it means that she wants to bang everyone. Yet, if she doesn't touch other guys on the chest, but does it to you, then it's her unconsciously and sometimes consciously trying to tell you that she is sexually interested in you. 4. She gives you an unusual amount of compliments. Some women don't want to show obvious signs of sexual interest because they want to seem ladylike. Other women don't want to show obvious signs of sexual interest because they're shy and they're worried about getting rejected if they show you interest. As a result, some women will end up giving you lots of compliments and trying to show you that they really like you. So you then have the confidence to make a move and kiss her and then get the interaction to sex and into a relationship. So, if you're talking to a woman and she seems interested, she is laughing at your jokes and she's giving you an unusual amount of compliments, it almost certainly means that she's trying to show you that she likes you and she's interested in something happening between you and her. As I said at the start of the video though, it's very important that you have the confidence to make a move because many women will go without having sex and even a relationship with a guy that they really like rather than making the first move. So, look out for the signs, and when you see the signs, make a move. 5. She uses sexual innuendos and then gives you a sexual look. Sometimes women use sexual innuendos just for fun. Sometimes they use it to mess with a guy. Yet, if you're interacting with a woman who seems interested in you and she is using sexual innuendos, you have to have the confidence in yourself to see that as her trying to show you that she's sexually interested in you. What are some examples? A common example is where you're talking to a woman and the subject of using hands for something comes up and she then says, "I'm good with my hands," and gives you a bit of a sexual look. Another example is if you're talking about fruit and she says she likes bananas. So, if a woman says that she likes bananas, you can reply to that by saying, "Yeah, I bet you do." Watch the video at the top of this page for an example of how to say it the right way. Let her know that you know exactly what she's talking about. Alternatively, you could say, "Oh, you're a naughty one, aren't you?" to let her know that you know what she's talking about. By the way, responding like that is best done when you're meeting women in a bar environment, at a party, or a relaxed environment where you're hanging out with friends. If a woman is using sexual innuendos in the workplace, it's best to just smile knowingly and let her see that you understand what she's talking about. It's best not to say anything about it in the work environment. Keep those conversations for when you're in more relaxed, party-like environments where you're at a bar, at a party, at a fun social event and so on. If a woman is sexually interested in you and you're able to pick up on her sexual innuendos and have the confidence to acknowledge it and build it into something even more than it is just for fun, then she's going to be excited that you're picking up on her signals. You know that she wants to have sex with you. So, at that point, you just need to have the confidence to move in for a kiss and then get the interaction to sex and go ahead and have a great time with each other. Please note that I advise you to only do this with your lovely wife when you are not married. Save it until after you are married.